Hey guys, I am back again for another toy review, and it's been a while since I've done anything Sonic related. So now we got the upcoming third Sonic film coming out, and before the trailer even dropped, I actually got this set here, which is supposed to be this new 5-pack that just released in stores. Now I bought this off of Target, of course, but I have to say this, I was waiting and waiting and waiting until that darn trailer showed up. And since the trailer dropped, I can finally take a look at this figure set. I haven't really reviewed any Sonic figure sets in a long while, or at all anyway. I just basically do collection videos most of the time, considering that these figures are very quick and easy to go over. But at the same time, it's kind of nice to finally review something for Sonic the Hedgehog once in a while. So let's just go ahead and take a look at the package first, because of course the package aesthetic is pretty nice overall, but it definitely feels like it's a teaser package, more of a like an actual official, like, I don't know if this is like their straight up official final package like style to go with, because of course I can tell they probably just reused a bunch of renders for Sonic and Shadow and everybody from the side right there, just basically reused renders for the previous films. Of course you got the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 logo down there. Again, the aesthetic choices so far is pretty nice looking, but then again, it's not too impressive. But the one thing that really did strike me for the side of the package is basically this is our first look at movie Shadow before we even get a trailer anyway. But of course, he kind of does look a little different in the final version because of how the trailer does show. But then again, he still looks pretty nice in both renditions. But on the top, you got movie collection text with different languages. The Sonic the Hedgehog 3 logo down there, Jack Pacific. It's also on the bottom too, on this front side. And then the other side, basically got that same shot for the iconic post-credits moment of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And then the text again, the logos. And at the back, the different figures we have, which is Knuckles, Drone, Sonic, Buzz Bomber, and Shadow. Then down below, we have these 5-inch action figures here. Alongside, we have Sonic, Tails, Shadow, and Ivo Robotnik. Alright, so enough of me rambling about the package. Let's go ahead and take these figures out and take a closer look. Oh yeah, here's another look at Shadow's render from this side of the package. This is where I'm opening it from here. So this is the full render without the tape getting in his mouth. So now you can see it a lot better. Alright, so we got all the figures out of the package. It just feels very nice to be collecting 2.5-inch scaled Sonic figures again. These are basically my preferred scale when it comes to Sonic figures because they match really well with the 3.75-inch and or 4-inch scale action figures I collect. I mean, they just work so well. So getting new figures in this scale is basically very, very nice. Not to mention the figures do look great. Well, particularly these three, because these two are just re-releases. I mean, I'm pretty sure Knuckles might be a re-release and they just happen to give him a little bit of a new face, I guess. I mean, I'm not sure, but we're going to be comparing it a little soon. So first, we're going to take a look at Sonic. So this is how Sonic looks. I think it looks like they definitely gave him a new head because he definitely looks a lot more like movie Sonic now. And he looks even more adorable. Got that smile right there. Again, I really do like how this figure looks. This is definitely already my favorite 2.5-inch movie Sonic I have. It's just, I definitely like this one a lot more than the previous version, funny enough. I just think he looks a lot cuter. He just looks a lot more like movie Sonic. I compare it to the other movie Sonics I have in my collection just to get off the bat, but again, I really like in the way this figure looks. He's definitely got the supposedly realistic detail, and by realistic, it's basically the amount of quills that are sculpted and textured into his sculpt. Definitely looks pretty nice. He's also got this simple few points of articulation. Of course, I don't usually go over articulation in my videos because we already know how these figures move and how their joints work, but and again, I don't seem to have that much issues with it. But again, I'm impressed with that head because I really like how the Sonic figure looks. You also got open hands because it's better to have open hands than closed hands. I mean, it's just how I feel about it because you can have the figure at least hold some stuff. And the paint application seems to be just fine. No mispainting or QC issues. As far as I'm concerned, the overall figure just looks pretty nice. Already my favorite movie Sonic. But if I were to go ahead and compare this already, we have Movie 3 Sonic versus Movie 2 Sonic here. Now, I do like this figure, and I still think it's pretty nice, but looking at the overall look, it definitely looks like they kind of touched up this, and this is like a little bit of a new sculpt. I don't think they reused any body parts on this figure whatsoever. I think it looks like they definitely just made an entirely new figure. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I think this figure is a lot better. This figure is nice. I still do think this figure is nice, but I like this a lot more. I just like that face. Just it's like, and even his eyes too. The eyes, it's just a lot more bigger. It makes him a lot more cuter that way. This one's eyes are a lot more smaller. The ears are a little bit more pointier, and these are a little bit more softer. So, yeah, all I gotta say is that I definitely think this movie Sonic is a lot better. Next, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at Knuckles here. And obviously, this is basically a pretty cool looking figure. And I will also say that still to this day, my favorite rendition of Knuckles is definitely going to be film Knuckles because he's just, I really like this rendition of Knuckles. It's just honestly so freaking cool and also such a fish out of water as far as I can say. He's just such a very good character in my opinion. So I really like this rendition of Knuckles. His overall physique and design and everything. He looks nice, and his face, this is definitely a new face, looks more like movie Knuckles than the previous rendition as far as I'm concerned. Can't really say anything else other than I just like this variation more than movie 2 Knuckles. Which movie 2 Knuckles is nice, overall nice figure, but then if I had to look at them closely, it looks like this is almost a bit of a new sculpt. If I could try to tighten the arms, let's see. Nah, I think the arms are stationary like that a lot more. Like, they don't go anywhere further inwards. So as far as I can concerned, I think this looks like they definitely did a new sculpt. Doesn't look like they reuse any parts. I mean, if you think the shoes are identical, I guess, or the way the position is, I don't know. His leg seems a little shorter on this one than this one. He seems a little. Let me at least stand him up and see if they're even the same size. I have a feeling that this Knuckles right here is a lot taller than movie 3 Knuckles. And of course, his leg is a little slanted because he was in the package for so long. I just think movie 3 Knuckles looks more like movie Knuckles than this one. I don't know. Maybe it's just because the way the eyes are shaped on this one. It's the eyes and actual facial expression makes it more of a better difference than this guy. It's kind of funny. Yeah, movie 3 Knuckles definitely looks a lot better. And as far as I'm concerned, just a nicer figure. That's all I gotta really say on movie Knuckles right here. Just, I definitely prefer this one more than the movie 2 version. It's like, that figure may be nice, but that's nicer. And next, you know what, I'm just gonna save that for last. Let's just go over these accessories. Yeah, I'm teasing you people. But these accessories are nothing special. They look like they're just re-releases of the exact same accessories that came from the previous 5-pack. And here are the other renditions. Here's the one from movie 2, or these particular versions of movie 2. Yeah, they look identical. There's really nothing special about them. I will say they definitely have some different paint applications applied. So this one, this drone right here has a lot more brighter detail on this version. This is movie 3 version. This is movie 2. Movie 2 is a little bit duller and darker. But yeah, that's the only difference, is definitely their paint detailing. I'll go and look at here. This is movie 3, movie 2. So yeah, there's really not much of a difference, but it's like a little bit of a different look. This one's little laser cannons over here is like more face upward, and this one's downward. I guess it's definitely a difference in the terms of how it's looking upward or looking in a different direction, unless that was an articulated hit. Oh wait, that is an articulated point. Hold on a second. Yeah, they actually do have a few differences to them. I think this one definitely has an articulated point right here. Yeah, this one has a little bit of an articulation right here. So yeah, that's movie 3 version. Movie 2 version seems to just be stuck. So I guess there is a few differences. I thought they were just retooling everything. So let me go ahead and put these away. I mean, overall, these are nice little accessories as far as like I said. I don't even call them actual figures, like to be like calling them a 5-pack. I just normally call it a 3-pack because really you're getting this set more so for the 3 characters other than these 2 like drones and robots and stuff like that. But okay, now let's go ahead and take a look at Shadow. Now this is the first time we see movie Shadow in anything. So this is the figure form of the character, and he looks very, very cool. He's just undeniably a cool character, and undeniably this figure is definitely as cool as the character. And just the look of him, he just basically comes off as the exact same how he's supposed to look from the film. His ears are pointier, and the way his quills are shaped and everything, plus that texturing, that detailing is definitely pretty nice. And his eyes are not small, they're definitely big, just as much as the other 2 figures. This looks a lot better than I expected to be. And overall, his look, his shoes and everything is right down to how he should look like. It's just an overall great looking figure for Shadow, movie Shadow in particular. Unfortunately, he only has 1 closed fist, but then again, that's not going to matter much. He only has 1 open hand. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, it's just a nice figure. And if it's only 1 figure I can compare it to, because there is no other previous variation of the character in this particular form. Here he is with our more mainline, obvious, more canon Shadow the Hedgehog from the previous releases of the 2.5-inch Sonic mainline toy lines, or whatever. from the same figure company. But yeah, there's a huge difference on how the characters look. That's the only comparison I had to go for, but they still kind of match how he should look like. As far as I'm concerned, I think Movie Shadow still looks a lot cooler. I don't know. That's just really me. I'm gonna go with the movie variations because it gets to a point where it's like I'm more obsessed with how the movies tell the story. All right, so I'm gonna end this off in this little group photo right here with 5-inch Eggman, and then I had to add movie tales from the second film into this little posing picture. And yes, if they do have a movie version of Tails for the third film release in the figure line, I'll definitely be getting it because I know it's gonna be looking a lot cuter than this particular variation. Still good figure, but again, I'm willing to buy upgraded versions to see how they match up better. But let's just be real, these figures are definitely a lot nicer as far as I'm concerned. Movie 3 is shaping up to be another dang hit as far as I'm concerned. I'm definitely enjoying these figures already, and I can't wait for more when it comes to this movie. And that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will be seeing you guys later.